We've all been there. We've all known the pain and the confusion. And the worst part is, no matter how many times it happens, it never gets any easier. So for this episode of the Off Monday Ramble, I'd like to help. Here are a few things you can do to help yourself cope with the fact that your fave is problematic. Hold on to the good times. This is an important step in any grieving process. And coming to terms with your problematic fave is a grieving process. Whether you're mourning the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or finding out that the guy who created one of your all-time favorite shows is actually kind of a hypocritical dick. Remembering the good times can help to soften the blow. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself back in the past, back in that moment when you first watched one of your favorite episodes. Not the one where her mom dies. That one's so sad. You don't need that right now. That's better. What a great episode. So creepy, right? Well written, well directed, well acted. Hey, I wonder if he cheated on his wife with any of those girls. No, that's not what we're here for. Moving on, moving on. Remember that people are complicated. So your fave is problematic. It's not really so unusual, you know. You may be upset now that the star of some of your favorite movies beat his wife, but it's not like he's the only one. Lots of famous people have been charged with domestic abuse. Here, I'll show you. There's one. There's another one. Oh, yeah, I believe that one. Kind of taxing the definition of famous there, but okay. See? And there are more. Like, a lot more. So many. And the domestic abuse allegations didn't even hurt their careers a little bit in most cases. It's almost like nobody even cared. The point is this. Being a domestic abuser didn't stop your problematic fave from doing whatever they did that you liked so much. People are multifaceted. You can be both an abusive spouse and a talented artist. And apparently, if you star in enough popular movies, domestic violence is completely forgivable. That's the choice we've made as a culture, is it? Choose your own cutoff point. The power over how to deal with your problematic fave belongs to you. So deal with it in your own way. Has one of your favorite stand-up comedians / writer-directors been accused of gross sexual misconduct by multiple people over a period of years? Well, how about you just don't watch any of his new stuff? That's a fair compromise, isn't it? Did one of your favorite legendary comedians and television stars turn out to be a serial sexual predator who assaulted dozens of women across several decades? That's... Jesus Christ, you're still trying to salvage that one? Okay. Maybe continue to recognize the importance and influence of his past work, but if you see a rerun of his show coming on, don't watch it? That shouldn't be too difficult. Has the star of your favorite classic sci-fi show recently started tweeting diatribes against SJWs like some 15-year-old dipshit edgelord? Well, maybe try this. Unfollow him, ignore him completely from now on, and go back to watching his old show like you were going to anyway, and just pretend that all of that recent stuff isn't happening. I mean, let's face it, the guy was always kind of a jerk anyway. You might realize that you don't care that your favorite's problematic and decide to just do nothing. Or you might decide to microwave all their DVDs. It's your call, though that's probably going to be bad for your microwave. Maybe smash them up with a hammer instead. Whatever you decide, it's okay. lots of artists who do great, entertaining, influential work turn out to be horrible, horrible people, and you can often detect threads of their horribleness woven throughout their work. It doesn't mean that you can't continue to appreciate the good stuff that you see there. It doesn't mean that you have to feel bad for ever liking them. And by the same token, the fact that they've done brilliant work doesn't mean that you have to continue to give them a pass for their awfulness if you don't want to. Has your fave become too problematic for you to continue to support in good conscience? That's okay. Stand up, turn around, walk away. No shame. Know that healing is possible. We all have problematic faves. Hell, all of our faves are problematic in one way or another. No person, no matter how talented or famous, is without flaw. No work, no matter how accomplished or important, is completely unblemished by the imperfections of its creators. The trick is learning to continue to recognize and appreciate the good while not ignoring or minimizing the bad. Or not. Like I said, it's completely up to you. If you decide that the bad outweighs the good, then to hell with it. Don't worry about jettisoning your problematic faves. There will be other faves, and they'll be problematic too, but you'll deal with it. You'll find a balance, and you'll move on. Remember, the only way to avoid having problematic faves in the first place is to just not have a conscience. And I know that's not the case with most of you, because people who don't have a conscience tend to gravitate toward jobs where that will give them a competitive advantage. Jobs like studio executive, which is why so many domestic abusers and serial sex criminals have careers and are able to get famous enough to become problematic faves in the first place. See that? Full circle. God, I'm good. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Hope you found this one worthwhile. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And also please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.